My brother Patrick and I made it to the Tom's Thumb Trailhead around 7:30 a.m. as the parking lot was beginning to fill up. This is a pretty popular trailhead, and the Tom's Thumb Trail leads up to Tom's Thumb, a rock climbing formation. Our goal was to summit the east end, the high point of the McDowell Mountain range. We figured we'd see a lot of people on the trail, but we weren't sure if we'd see anyone heading up the east end. Alright, my brother and I made it to the summit of East End, the high point of the McDowell Mountains. And the views are pretty awesome up here. This is one of the best vantage points I've seen around the valley so far, easily. The four peaks are right there, still covered in clouds. And then we have Weaver's Needle and the front range of the Superstition Mountains. And there's Mount Lemon, just north of Tucson. And then way out there, the highest point in the Tucson area south of Tucson is Mount Wrightson. I'm guessing about 150 miles from here, so that's pretty awesome that we can see that. So Mount Wrightson, and then Newman Peak and Picasso Peak. And then over here, further back, Coyote Mountain and Kit Peak, the two bigger ones close to each other further back. And then Guachi Peak, which is a reservation peak. Thompson Peak in the foreground with the towers, and then Tabletop further back. And over here we have the Sierra Estrellas with the Sierra Estrella High Point, Hayes Peak. Way out in the distance, Woolsey Peak. And then the White Tank Mountains with Barry Goldwater Peak here. And then north is just pretty cloudy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Patrick and I are making our way down the Use Trail back to the Tom's Thumb Trail, which is just down there a little ways. And we'll take that back to the trailhead. So we didn't expect to see anyone up here, and we didn't. Everyone's either going to Tom's Thumb or just going to the saddle up here. It's only about 1.5 miles from the trailhead to this point where you take this Use Trail up, and it's pretty well defined. There's no markings, but it's well defined. You can see it right at the low point here. It was about 3.7 miles round trip with 1,500 feet of elevation gain, a little bit of that on the way back. And we were fortunate to get some great views up there and to have the actual summit of East End to ourselves. It was good to get something easier in, take a break for a little bit, and hopefully regroup for a little bit later next year. This is the last day of 2022. and hopefully I'll get a few more peaks in here pretty soon in the new year. All right, thanks for watching.